Hey, Guns and Games here. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be kind of doing a little, I guess, a little bit of a review of my Gunsafe that I own, and also then kind of showcasing my setup and what I've got in it and whatnot. This is a Canon Gunsafe from the Canon company, I guess. I bought this not too long ago, kind of an early Christmas present. For myself, I guess. And just thought I would show you it. Now, kind of getting into some of the information. This safe itself cost, it was $6.99. And I've got some of the information here. It is a 59 by 40 by 24. 655 pounds. You can kind of see some of the stuff that it has there. I got this from Tractor and Supply Co. Actually, holds up to 64 rifles. Yeah, that's a little bit optimistic. I'll show you why. 75-minute fire rating. Don't know how accurate that is either, but I'm obviously not going to test that. Some other stuff. Blah blah blah. You can read this and pause it if you want. Not bad, not too expensive. $6.99 is not bad, I guess. I had to pay about $225 to ship it, or move it. Actually, I had to pay movers to get it in here as well. So that was another like $225 plus tax on the safe itself, and it ended up being almost $1,000 overall. But it comes with like a manual as well. You got some, I don't know, stickers, I guess, and then a little plaque. How about that? Yay. Cool. This sticker I was showing you here was actually on the safe, wrapped around the dial, and I kind of folded it up. Took it off and folded it up. So, yeah, there it is, and then I've got... got all my bags and whatnot, my cases on top, sitting on top of it at this point. It is a passcode. It's 6 digits, and then you just turn the wheel to the left. So I don't have it obviously closed right now though, but getting inside, bam, there we go. Now I've got lights in here. I went out and bought some lights for it. These lights were not original. There we go. So those did not come with it. These are just ones I put in it for extra lighting. But looking at the door first. So we've got the door. Kind of interesting. You got 2 bags up here. I really don't know what to put there. I have no idea really. But you've got 8 handgun bags, holsters, I guess is what you would call them. But yeah, you got 8 of these. I've got 6 of them being used right now. You've got another bag down here, and then this you're supposed to, I guess, how you can put a gun here. Wrap a gun here. I guess. I'm not really sure. I guess. Can't really tell. I'm guessing what that's for. Doesn't really seem practical. Like if you would have to have a really thin, long gun that like doesn't have a magazine that juts out. Like that'd only be good for like a shotgun or like a hunting rifle or something, or a gun that doesn't have a magazine that's elongated, like any sort of modern rifle, like assault style rifle, I guess. You got 2 other little small bags down here for, I have no idea what I would put in there either, honestly. Then you got another big bag here. I keep all of my purchase information and whatnot from the websites or FFLs or whoever I buy all my guns from. Keep all of that stuff in there. And then you got these. I don't really know what these are for either, honestly. You can kind of stretch them out. I've not really stretched any of them out yet, but there you go. Knives, maybe those are for knives or something. I couldn't tell you. But that's the door, basically. The door had kind of an issue when I got it. It made this really loud cracking, creaking noise. So we went and actually complained to the company. They were actually willing to replace it for us for free. They were actually going to replace it for free for me. And they were actually going to let me keep this one. They weren't even going to take this one back. So I could have gotten a second one for free, basically. If I wanted it. I could have gotten a second one for free. But they were not going to be willing to actually, obviously, move it. They were basically going to give me a second one, and they were going to just drop it off outside my house. So I would have had to either I have to move it in here myself and probably pay another $200-something probably to get the second one in here. I considered it, but then once I actually started loading the door up and loaded the safe up and everything, it went away. The creaking and cracking stopped, so now it, doesn't do it anymore. So then I called it off. I'm like, all right, never mind. It's not doing it anymore. Never mind. But they were willing to do that for me, which I guess is nice. So I could have gotten a replacement if I needed it, I guess. But looking inside, you've got kind of a shelving system. You've got 3 shelves here, kind of like a bookshelf. And then a floor down there. I've got a couple army cans just chock full of ammo. I've got a couple handguns in these. I've got a couple handguns in their cases there. Those are all just magazines and then stripper clips for my bolt actions and my SKSs. And then a lot of ammo. These are all AK mags in here. Some ammo, bayonets. The white box is completely full of handgun magazines. All of my handgun magazines. Most of my handgun magazines are in there. More ammo. This is all mostly all of my handgun ammo. Right here, a little bit of rifle. That's mostly just rifle, and then it's almost entirely rifle in there as well. In fact, one of them is just entirely stuffed with 308 for my PTR. And then you got another little shelf up here for whatever you desire, I suppose. Let me turn my lights on again. But yeah, that glare's pretty bad, but that's just in case if I'm at, at night and for some reason I can't turn my lights on or something, I guess. Whatever. That's all that. And then you get to the actual rack, and this is all you get. You get just this little half rack. And yeah, I mean, you could fit 64 guns in here, I guess. Technically, again, you've only got cutouts for 32 rifles. So there's 8 in each row. It's only 32 guns. And then you could technically put another, so it is technically 64, I guess. But it's really not. Good luck getting even 32 in there. I mean, you could fit 32 pipes. And that's probably about it, let alone 32 rifles. Yeah, good luck. Good luck even getting like 16 in there, honestly. I mean, I've got, I forget how many I've got in here. I've got 10, and that was kind of a struggle to get 10 in there. I could probably get maybe like 14, 15, maybe 16. I could maybe get like 16 in there. I've got 10 in there. I get that. Maybe 11. 10 or 11? 10 or 11. You could maybe get like 16 in there. That's going to be about it. So, yeah, I mean, the racking thing here kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. I've considered actually just taking it out, like just cutting it out, and then like putting my own custom like tabs in there and just putting my guns all along the wall, basically. So kind of creating a C shape of a C-shaped rack, basically. That's what I've kind of entertained the idea of doing, potentially. But yeah, that rack is pretty, yeah, it's 64 rifles my ass, honestly. But, and not a lot of handguns. I mean, again, only 8. But I guess that's what the shelves are for. You know, I'm probably going to put handguns up here on the very top shelf up here. This is where I'll probably put a lot more handguns. Up in here, I could probably even put, you could probably put rifles up here. Shorter ones, carbines. You know, I could fit my AKs up here if I need to. Some of my short carbine rifles. Because that's also the issue. This safe is a little short because of this shelving. Some of my big boy guns, like pretty much all of my long Mausers, don't fit in here. My Swiss rifle, my long Swiss K11, doesn't fit in here. The Mosin doesn't fit in here, but I can get it into the front row. I could not get the Mosin into the back row, any of the back rows. So I could put it here. I could get it in here. Same thing with the Hakim, probably. My Hakim will probably not go in the back row. So all of my long Mausers are upstairs in my makeshift gun rack closet I've made. My RPK obviously is, you know, the bipod and everything's way too bulky. I have an M44 Mosin, same thing, bayonet, too bulky. And I've got a lot of carbines, like short rifles. They're too short. This rack is too tall. They're just too short. So I guess I could, you know, stack them up there. You know, I guess. Or if you ever get any more handguns, like with cases, like I did there. I mean, I've got 3 handguns in cases there. You could do something like that where you stack handguns in their cases up here. And then my AKM that I did a video on is also too short. My AK-74 is barely long enough because it's got an extra inch of barrel length. It's barely long enough. It just meets clearance by like half an inch. So the AK was like half an inch too short. Half an inch to an inch too short to fit in here. So I might just fold it up and put it up there. But it's that's my go-to rifle right now. So I've got it loaded in my closet, ready to go. And my PTR right there is also ready to go. I've got about a dozen PTR magazines loaded and ready to go. All of them are loaded in there. But that's about it. That's kind of my setup, what I'm doing with it. Plenty of space down here still. You know, I could fit probably like 4 or 5 more ammo boxes in here, and then also stack them too. So actually maybe like 10 more. I could put like another 10. So you could put like 12 ammo boxes in here, or whatever the hell you want. Still got a little bit more room for ammo. I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want with it. This is just what I've done. I don't know if I would recommend this thing. I haven't had it long enough, but it's pretty cheap. $700. There's a lot more expensive ones out there. I thought it was good for it. It seems to be actually not bad for the price. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't even say I recommend it, honestly. But I'm not regretting the choice or anything. So take that as you will. Not bad. I don't have any dehumidifiers in it yet. That's also something I have to take into account. I don't have room. I've not set aside an area for them yet. I just don't keep the thing locked either. Whenever I'm at home, I just leave it open. So whenever I'm home, I just leave it open, basically. And if I'm actually at all home, even when I'm sleeping, I just keep it open. Which kind of defeats the purpose, I guess, a little bit, but that's just because I don't have a dehumidifier in it yet. Once I do, I'll probably keep it closed when I'm asleep. But if I'm awake and at home, I'll just keep it open. So, that's kind of a way to get around it, I guess. But that's about all. Again, $700 plus shipping. Your shipping and tax may vary, of course. You could probably get it shipped for free if you know someone. I do not, sadly, so had to buck over the cash for that. But that's going to be about all. This is just my little safe setup. Thought I would show you, do a quasi review on it as well. Got it like a month ago. So yeah, that's going to do it, folks. That's about all. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.